for you.
Yeah. So I have 10 minutes to tell you 10 things about Second Life. The first thing I want to tell you, Second Life is not a game. For any of you who think it's, some version of World of Warcraft or EverQuest or, God forbid, The Sims online, it's not. It is a virtual world. Basically, if you've read Snow Crash, you know all about Second Life. Somebody's uploading something huge. I know it. Look at that. I have 22% packet loss, 67%. Okay, this demo's not going to go well. So I'll just keep talking. At any rate, one of the things I was going to show you was we actually have several universities opening up campuses in Second Life, one of which is UC Davis. They're teaching courses. They've taken e-learning the next step to virtual. The second thing I wanted to tell you about Second Life is all of the avatars are customizable. And this demo's just not going to happen. It's not going to happen?
But that's okay, because I think tomorrow during lunch, we can set aside a room for people who want to talk Second Life and learn about it. Do you want to do that?
Is there anybody uploading something huge or doing something huge on the internet?
Everybody?
I know, but I have 10 minutes to show you Second Life. And I worked on my Chris Pirillo avatar all day. I'd like to show it.
Oh, I got a Chris Pirillo avatar? Beth, you're so sweet.
I worked on it all day.
Do I get a beer bottle inside of my head, or?
Well, at any rate, I'll just go through my list then.
Sure.
Has anybody been in Second Life that's here? Oh, good. So you can ask those folks too. You've got your customizable avatars. The thing about Second Life that's unusual is all the content comes from residents. So basically, when you want to think about it, Linden Lab probably has thousands of developers on staff. I mean, everything you see, whether it's the houses, the builds, the scripts, it's all coming from residents. And our creation tools, for those of you who are familiar with MMOs and you still sort of have it's a game concept, we don't require you to hunt and gather. There's no, finite amount of resources. Your 3D modeling tools are accessible with the click of a button, and if you're familiar at all, spin, get off. Please don't use the internet. Oh, I'm going to log into Second Life now. Jeez Louise. We have our own scripting language. It's the Linden scripting language. It's very much C, Java-style language where you can use events to drive things. Now, those two things are interesting. They become more interesting when the fact that we tell you you actually own your IP. Let me repeat this again. You own the intellectual property of the objects you create or script in Second Life. Right now, it's like, yay! So if anybody's heard of Tringo, this is such a fun story. This guy from Europe got into Second Life, learned the scripting language, and one of the ways to earn currency in Second Life is to get somebody to buy your product. So if you have something that's really hot, everybody will buy it. So he wrote a game called Tringo, which is like Bingo meets Tetris. It's highly addictive, and it's huge in Second Life. About a year ago, Nintendo licensed it for the Game Boy, and of course, we didn't get a cut of it. It's all him. It's his game. And so a lot of people are using Second Life as also a test bed for game development, product design, 3D modeling, because it's free to download, it's free to get inside, and you can go to a sandbox and build for free. And so if you want to know about our business model, I can tell you that in a second. The other thing that's interesting about Second Life is we do support a virtual economy that translates into the real world. The Linden Dollar, the currency of Second Life, is exchangeable for real US dollars. And if that doesn't pique your interest, somebody just gave me a Linden, yay! One of our residents last year made, I don't know why, she grossed 200,000 US dollars buying and selling virtual land. And there was another guy who grossed 90,000 US dollars making and selling animations that he created in Poser and uploaded to Second Life. Now I got paid $2. Is that somebody in the audience? It's gotta be. So with the virtual economy, the way that works is you buy and sell lindens on the open market. They have an exchange rate. Spin gave me 10 linden, yay. The next thing I wanted to talk about is Second Life. It's not as open as we want it to be. We're still working on it, but there is real life Second Life integration via XML and APIs. And I spoke with the guy from Eventful today, and all of our events are actually exported into Eventful. So when you go in and you look up an event in Second Life, like a class, a party, an event, you can actually start using Eventful. Another thing, using the XML integration, I don't know if you guys know Philip Tyrone that does Make. He put a Wi-Fi bunny rabbit in our house that would tell people when people were on Make land in Second Life. And it would send like a little message using RSS. So there's a lot of interesting information flow back and forth. Pioneers are starting to set up shop in Second Life. American Apparel opened a store last week, and the way that works is you can buy American Apparel goods either for your avatar or for yourself, but from within Second Life. And then also Jeff Barr, on his own, he works for Amazon Web Services, set up an Amazon Web Services training center inside Second Life. So imagine not having to go on the road to show your PowerPoint deck. You just invite everybody to come in and sit with you in Second Life. BBC One opened an island, and they're now doing simulcasting of real-life concerts into Second Life. And so I think some of the early pioneers from the web also are taking notice of Second Life and saying, oh, this is just a 3D version of the web where you can do more interesting things. Okay, I get it. And then finally, it takes more than 10 minutes to get Second Life. We are a huge, huge growing platform. There are people doing things in Second Life that we don't even find out about until later, and I think that's always the sign of success, is when somebody takes and iterates on your vision and makes it better. And just to give you an example of the size of the world, I'm sitting here on my little simulator, and I'll just start zooming out. And it's like, oh, there's a lot to Second Life. Yeah. And it's not even all completely res. If I go into God mode, I can show you more islands. So I guess that's my 10 minutes. Tomorrow at lunch, I'm going to be in a room somewhere for 30 minutes, and hopefully I'll be able to do more demoing if people are interested.
It's very cool. I haven't given up on it yet.
Okay,
I have not.
I'm so glad.
I still pop in.
I made you an avatar.
Thank you. I can't wait to see it.